Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for a weekly forecast. I really wanted to talk about you guys, actually. I always meditate before doing any of these readings and always asking the divine what's coming up next week. And funny enough, I had a harder time this time. And I was asking, why is this? And they started talking about like we create everything that we want to experience. So they're saying we can tell you that this is the energy and that this is the vibration, but what you do with it, it can go a million ways. So instead, they asked for you guys to know how incredibly powerful you are and to hold space for those visions. So before I get started on all of the zodiac signs, if you guys don't skip ahead, just bear with me for just a couple minutes. I just want to communicate what they had to say. So I know a lot of these energies have been super tough, guys. And 2018, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like, is it over yet? Like, oh my God, it's not even summer. It's been tough, but it's been extremely, I've gained a lot of knowledge. And so I'm sure all of you guys have. So the universe had a very specific message they wanted me to give, and I loved it, and I really want to communicate it. We all know here, right, that we're miraculous, that we're co-creators, that we can affirm and manifest. I think we know that here, but so many times we don't know it here, and this is why we lack resolve. And they're saying, look at guys, there's so many aspects of our life that are always going to go up and down. There's going to be a time for peace and a time for, contention. There's going to be a time for love and a time for sadness. We can't get out of that. That's just the human experience. But what we can do is stop resisting these experiences, because when we're in resistance, that's when all the stuff goes bad. So this is what, I don't want to say bad, but kind of harder. So this is what they had to say. So we're all miraculous. We create consistently. So instead of choosing things outside ourselves, like I got to leave this partner, this job, I need to have this by this age. Guys, we're in a waxing moon, so it's even better. They say choose it within yourself. If it's too hard to make that leap, to do that jump, don't worry. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. It has to be done internally first. So take that moment. Even if in that moment you're like, it's not the right time for me to make these changes, or I don't feel ready, that's okay. Go inside and say inside yourself, like, I am whatever it is. I am happily married. I am a successful entrepreneur. I am worthy. I am enough. Choose it. Just choose it inside yourself. Take 5 minutes every day and just visualize however that would be for yourself. Don't worry about how the outside looks. The outside is a manifestation of previous thoughts. So forget that. Forget it. And then just hold space for those experiences. The universe is saying, guys, you guys are asking for all these manifestations, but you guys have no space for us to give it. If we want to give you that opportunity or that experience or that person, at least clean up some of that space. Give yourself the opportunity to receive it. If it's a job, okay, don't jump ship, just start applying. If it's a better relationship, okay, you don't have to join a bunch of different apps, so maybe just leave the house. If it's the courage to leave a situation that's not healthy for you, that's okay. Perhaps do some research, some support groups, perhaps invest in a therapist, perhaps speak with friends or support. Provide the universe an opportunity to get to you. Just hold space, but don't worry. Just hold more space. We need to create from within, because sometimes, guys, when we just go within and just focus there, everything else clears up. The job appears out of nowhere. That unhealthy situation just leaves of its own accord. They really are asking us to go within as much as possible, even if it's 5 minutes a day, even if it's when the conditioner is setting in your hair in the shower, just whatever time you've got, guys. And I know it can be frustrating. Trust me, I know it can be frustrating, but don't give up, guys. It's coming on in. And these energies, dear Lord, they've been trying. Okay. But I hope some of you guys are having an awesome time. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that were like, 2019 is awesome. So bravo. Can you share some of that juju with me? And we're going to move forward with this. Okay, we're going to jump into the signs. And I always ask what message, every sign has an energy. So always look at your sun, your moon, and your ascendant. It's for all of them, okay? And it's kind of what's kind of happening with that energetic field for, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. And I'm just going to look at guidance. They're letting you know, hey, this is what's going to be kind of coming up in your field. And what you do, guys, your choice dictates everything. A lot of people ask me, did I make a mistake? Did I miss my opportunity? All roads lead to Rome. And I know we all have our own anxieties of time or biological clocks or, comparisons. But guys, as hard as it is, we got to just stop that and step back in. Stop that and step back in. I was just telling April, the astrologer April, I was like, I've taken more sea salt baths for cleansing this year than I have of all of 2018. Because wow. Okay, jumping into the reading. So we're gonna go with Aries. Woo! Sorry, Aries, that's not for you. I wish, because I'm an Aries too. Let's see. Jeez. I just wait for the cards to reveal themselves, guys, so bear with me. There we go. Thank you. All right, Aries. You have Ace of Gabriel, King of Ariel, and Nine of Michael. So first things first, guys. Aries, this is not a bad week. The only thing that's, you know, kind of troublesome is your own thoughts. But this week, Aries, are asking you to really stay focused on your passion and on your dreams. And because you have the King of Ariel, this is probably in terms of professionalism. This could also be education, your financial status, your home. It has to do with stability and accomplishments. And I'm saying, Aries, the root of all that happiness, the root of whether it's moving to that new home or finally getting stable and feeling secure, going back to school, whatever it is, number one, it's being wise. So use your resources wisely. But the reason people are successful is not just business acumen. It's not just about intelligence. It's because you're inspired, Aries. Why are you doing it in the first place? You know, people always think of starving artists and like, well, they were passionate. Look at them. No. Who was it? Was it Ed Sheeran? Wasn't Ed Sheeran homeless for 3 years before he made it huge? How many of us would have lasted that long? I wouldn't have gone like 2 months and be like, it's not for me, you know, but it happened. So stop looking on the outside, Aries. They're really asking you to step up. What are you passionate about? Do you want to go travel? You're in a space, Aries, where you want to do some new things. You want to try something amazing, maybe something a little bit more challenging, something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe it's traveling to a new location. Maybe you want to do rock climbing. Maybe you want to invest in classes that are going to help you teach something or be more well-rounded. But you guys have to understand that all the success you're looking at, that stability, it comes because you feel something strong for Aries. So this coming up week, they're asking you to really focus on what you're passionate about. Stop putting it on the back burner or stop questioning like, oh, what if I don't? Or what if it doesn't work out? You won't know unless try, right? If you don't try, you fail either way, right? So they're saying, look at, you guys are going to have success professionally, financially, whether it's a passion project or your career. It's going to happen because on the left brain, you're using your resources wisely and you're being smart, right? So you're doing the resources or doing the research and investing in the proper, you know, purchasing the cheaper ticket or the more reputable company. But you're doing it because you're challenging yourself and you really need this fresh energy, Aries. You really do need to feel revived and you need to feel alive and inspired again and just excited again. The universe is asking for this newness. And, you know, talking about the message that the divine gave, this miraculousness, this manifesting, choosing to have these experiencing and holding that space for it. You don't have to punch and fight your way to it. Just hold the space for it. And Aries, you are being supported. Now, because you're the Nine of Michael, they're saying if you're stressed about something, it's not necessary. I mean, I could tell you that all day and you're still going to stress, but they're saying, okay, that's fine, but surrender it. That's fine. Every time you start getting stressed, be like, all right, freaking out, universe, but I'm willing to surrender the stress up to you. Fill me with peace. And do it 5 million times a day if you have to, because it's self-sabotage. You know, sometimes we self-sabotage this. But they're letting you know, surrender the worry up, because that's all that is. It's just worry. And worrying is like praying for what you don't want. Okay, think of it that way. All right, and whatever you put your energy to, your thoughts are energy, you create. That's simple quantum physics. But guys, you're meant to be stepping into this amazing, passionate new phase. If it's a little challenging, isn't that kind of exciting? Like taking a new class or getting that promotion or moving to a new home, you're supposed to be inspired now. So jump for it. You're going to be good. It's going to be successful because you're smart with your money and you're planning. All right, so it's not seat of the pants so much, but you are jumping for it, Aries. So I'm excited for you. And that's my moon too. So, I mean, I kind of resonate with that. Just like that feeling, you just want to break out of something, you know? And it's a good time. When the moon is waxing, that's a great time. Things are growing. All right. Oh, if you missed the intro, just later go back. I talked a little bit about the message, but thank you so much. Now, Taurus. Let's see. Okay, Taurus, 9 of Raphael, 5 of air, and the moon, which you guys all know is a major arcana card. So this has a little bit of like a double side to it, but it's positive. Just hear me out, Taurus. Whatever you're focusing on, whatever stress you guys are worrying about, you guys are facing some fears right now, Taurus. When you have the 5 of air on the moon is the shadow self, the shadow, things we don't want to look at. You know, there are fears or inhibitions, like what ifs, and those deep-seated, you know, those aspects of us that keep us stuck, you know, whether it's fear of being alone or fear of not being good enough. But you know what? The moon card, a lot of people are like, no, lies, deception. The moon card is not bad. The moon card, because when you think of a fear, it's like a shadow, right? A shadow on the wall. It seems big and scary, but it's not real. It's cast by something, you know, this small. So when you face it, it shrinks, and it gives you an opportunity to improve your plans, Taurus. So you have the 9 of Raphael. Emotionally, Taurus, you're stepping into a very happy time for yourself. But what's keeping you stuck from holding that space we talked about, from receiving, is victimization. Ideas of feeling like you're all alone, that you have to, you know, face these challenges alone, that there's nobody around. That couldn't be further from the truth, Taurus. There's a lot of people around you that would be willing to hear you, listen to you, support you, help you in some way. And it's nearby. Now, whether it's friends or family, support groups, it doesn't matter. You have so much around you, Taurus, but it's like you can't see the forest for the trees. Sometimes when our fears get really large, guys, it's debilitating. It's very debilitating. It's like an entity all of its own. And it's because we've allowed it to grow. When we don't want to look at things, guess what? It grows bigger and bigger and bigger, like that elephant in the room. So it's not as cute as an elephant. It's terrifying. And they're saying, look at, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling isolated, or you're feeling you're handling these challenges, number one, you're not the only person. You know, sometimes that helps me knowing that like a million other people have gone through this, and look how happy they are. You know, they've gone through it. This is an opportunity for you, Taurus. This is not to push you down. It's an opportunity for you to improve your plans, to step up, to fight. You know, sometimes when we're between a rock and a hard place, where else do we have to go but push forward? You know, sometimes what I do, because I'm a visual person, I'll put things on my closet. I'll put like people like Wonder Woman or Ruth Bader Ginsburg, or people that inspire me. You know, people who just, I could do this. Like I can do this. And you have the 9 of Raphael, God, you coming into a time of your life that's going to be extremely joyful. Emotionally, everything that you've been working towards is coming to fruition. But it's like that last, you know, it's darkest before the dawn moment. And they're like, it's not real. It's not real, Taurus. So if you can latch on to someone that cares about you, just, you know, muscle your way through it, you're going to get there and realize that, oh shit, like I made this way worse. Like this didn't have to be a struggle. I was just terrified. And when I'm on the other side, it wasn't real. It was of my own making, Taurus. You are really supposed to be in this amazing emotional space with loved ones, whether that's romantic or platonic, peace within yourself, and really making your dreams come true. And this is what's ahead for you this week, Taurus. You just got to do your best to see that and to receive it. But it's really an opportunity. What's good about these cards too is an opportunity to connect with other people, to realize how loved you are, how supported you are, and to sometimes get some clarity to kind of like, you know what, this isn't so bad. I actually have come a long way. Damn it, I am pretty awesome. Like, who else has gone through it? You know, I'm like, yes, I did it. And you're going to come out on the other side, Taurus. So sending you lots of hugs and love, because those moments. Okay, Gemini. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Ace of Gabriel, the Lovers, and the Empress. Wow, Geminis. Number one, I'm going to say, because you have the Lovers with the Empress, if anybody out there is trying to get pregnant, Geminis, this is a very, very good week. If you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful. So you have the Ace of Gabriel, the Lovers, and the Empress. Guys, you're actually stepping into a really beautiful week in terms of your relationships, and in terms of really acting on your plans, growing something, creating something, starting something new, really stepping out there, stepping it up, and really kind of a new frontier for you, Gemini. So maybe there's some Geminis that are finally deciding to get married. Maybe you're deciding to move in together. Maybe you're deciding to take things a little bit more serious. You're making a lot of deep, committed choices to the things that you want to create, the things that you really want to bring into this world. And it's going to be things that are pretty new, Gemini. There's going to be things that give you a chance to do something exciting and new, and you're inspired to do it. So don't be afraid, like, oh my God, if I'm not ready. Hey, Gems, by the way, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, look at all of them. But it's really time for you to act. It's like, you know what, like, this is really what I want, and get clear on it. Because sometimes we're so locked up in our head, but you don't realize that our mind, it's limited. It's extremely limited. Do you know that I think it's the electromagnetic field of the heart, I think it's it's 500 or 5,000 times. The field is that much greater than the mind. Sometimes we have to get into our heart and be like, what stirs me? What do I actually love? What inspires me? What matters most to me? And in this moment, you guys are like, bam. So this can be from, I really want to step it up and have a family. So I'm going to start my career. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to, you know, be serious about it. It can be, you know what? I really want to buy a home and create this, and it could be that. Or I really want to travel the world with my partner, my friend. This could be platonic too. The Lover's card, yes, it can be about romance, but it could also just be a deeply loving commitment to yourself, Gemini. Loving yourself, committed to yourself and what you love, what you're passionate about, and you're just going to put all of this amazing creative energy into creating these positive new experiences. And really, you're going to be provided a lot of abundance. Now, this is not just abundance financially. It is definitely that, but it's definitely abundance in terms of the people you meet, the connections that you make, a lot of communication, like it's who you know kind of thing. It's really going to help propel this forward. Maybe you want to travel the world and you've made friends places so you can couch surf. Maybe you want to really step it up and get committed and buy that house, and the universe is going to find you the right realtor. You're going to find that great ring. Things are just going to flow. And it's not because people have it easy. Not because all the gems have it easy. It's because remember in the beginning, choosing inside. Just make the choice inside, and the universe makes the way. Just try not to fight it. Okay, don't try not to, you know, sometimes we're like, I'm too scared to take the jump. That's okay. Trust, that's okay. The changes are going to have to happen. So at some point, we're going to have to face those changes. But if we can choose inside, maybe we won't be so terrified. Maybe we'll have a sense of peace. At least maybe this time we won't drag things out. Or maybe we'll have clarity and realize we don't have to do those things. I'm actually happy here. And Gems, you really are stepping into this awesome new space. Beautiful sense of wonder. It's a positive choice that you're going to be making, and it's coming from a deep place. Not this like, well, it makes sense. More like, no, this feels right. You know what I'm saying? That difference, you know? And really going out there and acting on it. So yay, Gems. Looks like a good week for you guys. All right, Cancers. Whoo, Caribbean. Hey. Oh, that sounds so nice right now. I'm actually going to the beach today, so it'll be nice. Okay, let's see. One more. Thank you. Hey, nice. 9 of Raphael, just like Gems before you. 6 of Ariel, and the 7 of Gabriel. Not like the Gems, like the Tauruses. All right, Cancers, this upcoming week. Number 1, guys, emotionally, you guys are finally feeling much better. You're feeling better. You're feeling like I'm moving forward. Things are finally manifesting. So congratulations to the Cancers. Now you have the 6 of Ariel, guys. So just FYI, if any of those Cancers before have been struggling to find a job or find some kind of security or stability, it looks like you guys have been doing that the past couple weeks. They're letting you know, guys, any material means that you need to be better. Whether it's making that rent, paying bills, whatever it is, the universe is like, don't stress. We got you. There's going to be money that appears in ways that are probably unexpected. Now, don't try to think, well, what unexpected ways can it come in? Well, if you could figure it out, it probably wouldn't be unexpected. But they're saying, look, no matter what, even if you have to get by the skin of your teeth, you're going to be fine. Sometimes when we start to panic and stress, we become very egocentric. We become very self-focused, which is totally, it's normal. But they're saying, look, what's actually going to help you, Cancer, what we're going to be moving towards in this beautiful new emotional experiences and finally moving you forward financially and in security. And because you're the 7 of Gabriel, it's also about, hey, look at having confidence and claiming that personal power and like, I got this, I can do this, I'm standing for it. Maybe there's some Cancers out there that are struggling with their own careers or their own artistic projects or their own dreams. They're trying to start a podcast and they're struggling through that. You know, stand up for what you believe in. Keep going. The universe is supporting your dream. It's okay if it's a little bit of a bumpy ride. It's okay if you know, we all have those moments where we're like, am I going to make ends meet? Every success story, everything, oh my God, there's a hummingbird right outside my window. How beautiful is that? Thank you. Every success story, they didn't happen overnight. There's a decade of work before that ever happened. Guys, see things clearly. The universe is like, I got you. What's really going to help you, because you do have the 9 of Raphael, your dreams are coming true. Don't look at everything. Well, if I did, why is this happening? Stop it. You're fine. What's going to help you move even faster, they're saying, Cancers, is to focus on things outside of you. Do acts of kindness. Go help your friend's mood. Go visit your grandparents. Cook your family a meal. Go donate your time. Go clean up the environment. Go walk a dog. Go do something kind for somebody else. Not only Cancer, you're going to feel so amazingly good. And you're going to see how beautiful life is. But in those moments when you're not focused on your problems, you made space. You made space because you weren't focusing on lack. You are focusing on fullness. You made space for the universe to bring in things like that. How do you know when you're not walking your neighbor's dog, you meet this person like, oh my God, I have a dog too. What do you do? What's your name? I'm hiring, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're an artist. I want to commission your work. You don't know, Cancer. So go out there. You actually are stepping into your dream, even if things don't look like it. Guys, so much can happen in a day, in a moment. And the universe is like, keep standing strong, keep moving forward. You're stepping into it. We're providing for you. Just focus a little bit outside yourself so you could create that space so we can jump in, okay? It's going to be good. Cancer, Leos. Joshua, these are for all the energies of the main signs. So you could look at your sun, your moon, and ascendant. So look at all 3 signs. When I do a reading, it's not just for rising, it's for the energy collectively of that particular zodiac sign. Okay, Leos. Sorry, my cards are getting choppy. 1 second. Ooh, nice. Okay, King of Ariel, the Empress, and 8 of Ariel. Leos, I'm trying to remember the trends, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the past couple of weeks. King of Ariel, 8 of Ariel. Guys, you're really focused on your career, your entrepreneurial endeavors, your creative shifts. You guys are creating, moving things. Because the Empress is in between the King and the 8 of Ariel, guys, this is really about, it's not just about your professional and financial and career plans working out, guys. Our universe is saying next week, keep investing in yourself, keep pushing. I know there's some mornings where you're like, oh, I'm tired, I really don't feel like it, I just want to Netflix it. But they're saying, look, next week, keep pushing forward to dreams, even if they look huge. Like, I want to be on Oprah's Super Soul Sunday one day. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm not going to worry about the house. I'm just going to keep on stepping. And when you have the 8 of Ariel, they're saying, look, this is a week of training. This is a week of studying. This is a week of honing your skills and doing it side by side with your dreams, whether you're working for a company, whether this is a passion project, whether you're doing an art exhibition, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're going back to school, whether you're buying a house. Or maybe you're remodeling your own house, because these are not just about career and finances and money, but it's also about your material and structural world. Now, because of these 2 cards, it really is more about profession and schooling, but it could be for anything, guys, here. But it's about brushing up, getting your training. So for instance, if you're remodeling your house, maybe pick up a book, do some research on the best way of doing this, instead of just watching some of those episodes that make it look so perfect. Or if you're doing your own marketing for your company, maybe take that course, brush up, watch one of those free things on Instagram that show you how to have better SEO. Something like that, guys. Your professional and financial success is working out, but it's doing it because you're planning and you're putting in the time to practice and do excellent work. And because you have the Empress, guys, it's on it now, but it's plush. All of these endeavors, all of this hard work, it's not for nothing. It's not like you're going to put in like 8 hours and get like a little bit of output. No, the universe is like, no, there is so much, what's the word? Fertility. There's so much fertile soil here. So your work is going to produce such an amazing output because it's the quality, right? Like the quality of a seed dictates the quality of the plant. And this week, guys, you are on it. Accomplished, powerful, successful. You're jumping in at opportunities. Even if the opportunities seem kind of like distant from what you're doing. If someone's like, hey, I need some help with this project. And you're like, but I do this. Like, well, we need some extras, or we need some help. Go, you don't know who you're going to meet. Leos, you are stepping it up. The universe is providing so much abundance and opportunity for your expansion. And not just that, opportunities to learn new things, hone your craft, and really make things so much more quality, guys. I'm super excited for you, Leos. It's going to be wonderful. And any of those Leos that are in school, focus, study, put in all you can, because it's not just about a project. It's not just about an assignment. It's what those things can yield and how you can use that later. Okay? Yee, I'm excited for this. Okay, Virgos. I'm just going to take a quick drink of coffee, guys. I ran out of coffee the other day. You would have thought it was the end of the world. Let's see. Virgos. Okay. Page of Gabriel, Page of Raphael, Five of Ariel. This card comes up like 3 times for 3 signs. And I think this is why that message in the beginning of the universe was saying, look at, stop pushing against things and kind of choose within yourself. So guys, this week, hey, not only are you guys going to be much more social this week, Virgo, so please, if your girlfriends are like, let's go grab a drink, let's go have some dinner, or your guy friends let's go play some poker, or let's go, or your family, let's go have some dinner. It's really important for you Virgos to have socialization this week. Not just because it's going to inspire you, because you have the Page of Gabriel. So there's some things you're ready for, Virgos. There's some challenges that you're ready to take on. And when I say challenges, don't think of this as negative. Like, I'm going to take on that project. I'm going to finally, start that book. I'm going to put in for that promotion. I'm going to finally book that ticket and travel. Whatever it is, something, Virgo, something is a brewing, right? But you have the Page of Gabriel and the Five of Ariel. So it's on 2 different ends of the spectrum. You're like, oh, inside of me, I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready to speak up, to follow my passion. I'm ready for the excitement and adventure of something new, even if it causes challenges. And when you have the Page of Raphael, this is saying that the social engagement this week is pivotal to this, because whether it's going to help you find that connection, but more importantly, it's going to provide you with intuitive insights. It's going to provide you with the emotional support and like, yes, okay, I can do this. I can do, yes. And it's going to only make you that much more determined. And the reason this is so vital for you this week, Virgo, is because of the Five of Ariel. Because when you have this card, we're feeling like we're facing our challenges in our mind, that aloneness, that victim, like, what if I can't? I failed before. I can't trust myself. What if, all the negative thoughts, they're saying, look at, the universe is like, check that at the door, please, because these thoughts are pretty intense. And the reason they're intense is because of past things, right, guys? When we've had a history of things, it builds, right? Those fears build. That's what we're talking about early in the beginning of this video, those shadow things and what they were telling you to do with them. It's the thing is, when we're like this, we create self-fulfilling prophecies, right? So we'll sabotage ourselves. We'll say, oh, maybe next year, really it is better because I should be in this position, but next year, and that makes sense. Blah, blah, blah. Nay, this is why your social network is so important. They're going to be like, you got this. Yeah. Or they're going to talk some kind of sense, or they're going to give you that sign you're looking for. They're going to give you that confirmation you've been asking from the divine or your angels. They're going to say just the right things to click. And you're like, yeah, that's why it's so important. So make time for your friends, for social invitations this week, guys. That thing that's brewing for you, Virgo, I'm super excited. And know that anything that's new is going to feel scary and a little challenging in the beginning, but isn't that kind of fun? Because it's like, just like when you go to school or you join up, you take up the gym or whatever. At the beginning, it's always like, I got to get my feet. I got to get my flow. And that's just normal, guys. So excited for you, Virgs, and enjoy that time out with your friends or your family or groups or whatever it is. Even if it's like your meditation group or your yoga group, whatever it is. All right, Libras. Whew. Ooh, okay, Libras. You have 3 major, I was going to go like this. 3 major arcanas, the Strength, the Sun card, and the Leap of Faith. All right, Libras. When you have the Strength card first, there's something you guys are dealing with, Libras. There's something emotionally that you've been processing or are processing or will be processing. And it's really going to call for you to have a lot of inner strength. So remember we were talking earlier in the beginning of the video about stop pushing and really choosing inside and having faith and holding space for those new things. And when we hold space for new things, other things have to leave sometimes, or sometimes we have to be different, live differently, make choices to be healthier and happier. And they're saying, yeah, this is going to take an inner strength, an inner love, trusting yourself, a forgiveness energy. But this is the best decision you could ever make, Libra. You have the sun. Trust yourself. The decisions that you have made or will be making, as even if they seemingly like emotional or tough or like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. No one ever is, really. You know, no one, even if it's like, I gotta leave jobs, but I love all my coworkers, or I gotta let this person go, or I gotta move to a different state, whatever it is. But they're saying you have an incredible inner strength and an inner knowing, and you're following it, and it is going to be rewarded, Libra. You have the sun. This is, you might think like, oh my God, this is too scary. But once you make these decisions and you're strong within yourself, it's like almost like you peeked above the clouds and you're like, oh, pardon my French, we're like, holy shit, this was up here? All this happiness, all this opportunity, this sense of freedom and relief was here this whole time. Like it's so awesome. And the reason you're here is because you had the inner strength, because you had that self-confidence, because you held positive visions for yourself, and it's going to be extremely successful, Libra. And you have the leap of faith card. They're like, yeah. And the reason most people are scared to make these decisions because they don't know what the hell is coming next. They're like, what's in front of me? What if, we don't know nothing is secure, nothing is certain, right? But when you have the leap of faith card, all of this week is about faith, trusting yourself, believing in yourself. You're making decisions that are going to bring you such ultimate happiness. And when you have the leap of faith, yeah, it is listening to your heart and doing what gives you joy. And yeah, you're not going to have all the steps. I wish I could say you would, but you're not going to. But the universe is like, we're giving you these opportunities. As soon as you do these things and step into this space, we're going to show you, you're going to, meet these cool people or this person or this experience. And you're like, oh, this feels good. Follow the breadcrumb trail. The universe is giving you one step, you step. It gives you the other step, you step, boom, boom, boom. So sometimes we're scared away for all our ducks in a row. But that's not the lesson you're supposed to be having. You're supposed to be enjoying the journey and the adventure. And the universe is going to see how amazing. And every time you step forward, it's going to get better and better, better and better. And if you're like, well, which way should I go? Whichever way makes you happy. If you're like, well, I feel like crap. Okay, fine. Then what makes you not feel like crap? Jump in that direction, Libra, and watch how amazingly supported you are and how the validation you're going to get for the decisions and the choices and the changes that you've made in your life. You got it. Easy for me to say, trust me, I know, but I'm super excited because having that strength card and having that ability to have faith in yourself can be super scary, but when you do it, you're like, yes, I did it. It's going to be well worth it. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, I said Scorpio and that card went poop, poop, pop. That's what I meant to say. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this back because I'm feeling guided too, so we'll see. Whoa. Okay. 5 of Raphael, 9 of Gabriel, 9 of Gabriel. Okay, Scorpio. So there are some things that, I have Scorpio in my thing. So I know that Scorpios, we tend to latch or obsess sometimes or like, why? But they're like, look at 5 of Raphael. 5 of Raphael. This is everything happens for a reason. And instead of freaking turning it in your head like, why? I don't understand. Could I have done? No, the universe is at play in your life, Scorpio. Release any ideas of regret, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. No, we're all working at the best we can at the level of our own knowing and experience. They're saying embrace the opportunities. There's a silver lining in this. There's something special here that you're not seeing. It has nothing to do with what you think you lost or the opportunity that you missed. It's what you had to gain, guys. You have the 9 of Gabriel and the 9 and Knight of Gabriel. So they're like, stay determined. I know this is hard. And sometimes it's not even like a day-to-day thing. It's a moment-to-moment thing. But like, move forward, stay determined. You know exactly what to do. This coming week is a time to take action. It's not a time to sit and like, what? It's a time to be like, you know what? Like, all right, this is where I'm at, whether I lost that job or I didn't get that loan, or, you know, certain things are happening, or I'm noticing my patterns picking up, like, holy crap. No, it's okay. Move forward. Like, okay, if I recognize this, like, I know that I have to be more confident in myself to combat this thing. I have to focus on my work. I have to learn how to self-soothe. I have to jump. I have to take those opportunities. Guys, maybe you lost a gig. Maybe work is, you know, going up and down. Maybe it's emotional. So whatever's, you know, emotionally, you know, troubling you in some way, they're like, look, right now you are in a moment where you're going to have to just push forward. You're going to have to just focus forward and continue on. You guys are ready for any possibility coming your way. You trust your gut. You guys know what to do. Take action. It's a very action-oriented week for you, Scorpios. And it's, in a way, it's bringing you into much more emotional fulfillment and alignment. So really, the only thing you have to battle, it's not so much the universe around you, it's yourself. It's, you know, like, okay, you know what, if I love myself, I'm not going to gnaw on this anymore. I'll give myself 3 minutes, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to listen to my empowerment playlist. I'm going to do my affirmations. I'm going to watch a TED Talk or listen to Wayne Dyer or Deepak Chopra or somebody. I'm going to get inspired. Yeah, we're going to have these moments, but they're letting you know there's opportunities that are coming from this. You know, like when people, they burn the earth in order to make it more fertile. If you saw fire, you'd be like, no, fire. But actually, it makes the earth so much more potent and fertile to create healthier and more thicker crops. That's kind of how they're saying it. Don't look at the seemingly things not working or aligning the way you want. That's fake. That's not real. That's something to distract you. There's something coming underneath it. So keep moving forward, keep pushing. You know what to do. It's right there, Scorpio, and it's going to reveal itself to you. You can just see the pauses, opportunities it brings. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, I am running late. Hi, Curly. I didn't skip Libra. Energy too. You guys, I didn't skip Libra. Maybe you guys didn't. Did everyone see Libra? The Libra was the one where you had the 3 major arcanas, the Strength card, the Sun card, and Leap of Faith. So maybe after this, we rewind a little bit and you'll see it. Okay. Sagittarius. Can't believe I remembered all those cards. Let's see. One more. Great. Page of Raphael, Divine Guidance, and 6 of Gabriel. Okay, guys, Sagittarius, this is not a bad week at all. In fact, you guys are going to have a lot of good news especially in terms of your own accomplishments. So if there's things that maybe a project you worked on, a scholarship, you might be receiving an award this week, a promotion in some form, Sagittarius. So congratulations for all of your hard work. So this week actually is more focused on your social elements, Scorpio, Sagittarius. There really is a need this week to take some time out. And when I say like, not slow it down, but really get deep. You're being asked really to search for more meaning as you guys move on to your next project, your next goal, your next vision, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to move towards next. While you're thinking about the Sagittarius and while you're ruminating, what they're saying, it's really this week, take time to be social, especially with people who are mentors, teachers, people who you look up to, people who are wise in some way. It doesn't mean you can't hang out with your friends, Sagittarius, but you're going to be getting some insight, some intuitive hits, and more importantly, some support in learning how to maybe have a different approach this time, maybe aligning more with who you are now and finding a deeper purpose. You might be like, well, my next idea is this. And you sit with like, I don't know, a grandmother or someone who's wise. And they're like, you know, you've done a really good job, but I know how passionate you are about this. Why don't you consider trying it like that? And you can do this and you could also serve your purpose or have more meaning or really align with your bigger dream. And you're like, you know what? I never considered that I can do that. That's a good idea. It's like that. It's a very inspirational week. It's a very intuitive week. It's an opportunity to really flesh out those next goals and before you act. act. You know, it's kind of like making sure we have that rumination time. So this week, guys, go for those dinners. If you're being invited to weddings, to have drinks, to go have breakfast, to go visit family, go do that, guys, because you are really going to be getting like a lot of boom, 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 inspired divine insights for your next goal and project, and really stepping it up and really being in alignment with your life's purpose, which is super exciting because it's not only is it great for you, it's great for all of us. Because whenever we align and live in our life's purpose, it benefits the mass consciousness. Okay. Okay, yeah, so you guys saw the Libra one. Okay, well, it's there, guys. Just make sure you go back. I'm sorry if you skipped it. The internet today. We're not even Mercury. Is Mercury retrograde? I know it's gone 4, but is it still affecting us? Because no bueno. This week. You know, it's crazy. This week I felt so tired. Has anybody else felt so sleepy? I'm like, why am I yawning? I slept. I just want to curl up and like watch Netflix, which is not like me. I'm not that kind of person. I get antsy. All right, Capricorn. No, wait. Yes, Capricorn. One more. Okay, Caps, 9 of Gabriel. And there's been a lot of Gabriel for a lot of the signs, guys. So this week is definitely a week of movement, of travel, of action taking. The Peace card and the 9 of Ariel. Okay, hear me out, guys. So the 9 of Gabriel. There really is going to be hard work this week, Capricorn, but it's hard work that, number one, you're passionate about, you're instinctive about, and it's something that's going to help your dreams unfold. I love the 9 of Ariel because it is about dreams coming true, but it's dreams coming true because you put in that work. You put in your love, your sweat, even your tears. You put in all this into it, right? Just like a farmer, you have to plow, you have to plant, you have to garden, you have to weed. But man, the output's amazing. And when you have the 9 of Gabriel, it really is about pushing through sometimes what could be challenges. Now you have the Peace card, Capricorn. Nothing to be too alarmed about. But when you have the Peace card, sometimes we're going through grief. We're going through heavy emotions. So for any Capricorns who've had a hard week or having hard times or going through something that's really emotionally challenging, Caps, I'm sending you all my love. And the Peace card is Archangel Azrael. And I promise you guys, this Archangel is amazing. And Archangels in general, they're non-denominational. You could be atheist. It doesn't matter. If any of you Caps out there are going through something that is heavy in any way, even if it's releasing the past, releasing an old pain, releasing an old way of life, a relationship, a person in some way. And it's the universe is trying to let you know something, even though this is happening now, there's happiness to be had. It's a very let go, let God card. It's a surrender card. So any Caps out there that are having a hard time, I would just, you can follow along really quick if you want to. I like to do this because some people are like, I don't know what to say. Angels don't want you to pray to them. Just talk to them. Like I talk to them all the time. Like, what the hell, guys? I'm looking for a parking space. Like I just talk like a normal person and I get that parking space every time. So it's just like, but you have permission. So Archangel Azrael, just to say, Archangel Azrael, I'm really trying to move forward. I'm really trying to work hard. And this heaviness, this pain, this grief, whatever it is really weighing me down. I'm willing to surrender this to you. Take this from me and fill me with peace. Fill me with peace. Do it a couple times, guys. So it's just heaviness in general. Anything that's just heavy emotions for Capricorns, whether it's like, I'm not getting where I want to go. I lost a job, whatever it is. I'm just giving examples. These are saying, surrender it up to us because what you're working towards, Caps, what you're really trying for, it's yours. You're going to have it. Your hard work is going to pay off. Your dreams are going to be fulfilled. But it requires you to take action, to surrender it up, and to follow your truth and your gut because you know what to do. If a door closes left, you turn right. If you know this is heavy, surrender it and go this way. And sometimes it's easy. It's definitely easier said than done. But they're saying your work isn't for nothing. Everything you're praying for, everything you're working for is coming true. So if you're having a little moment of like, am I doing the right thing? I feel like a failure. I'm not sure. Those moments, surrender this up. Okay, guys? Surrender it up as best you can because you have free will and you got to get permission. You know, you have to they can't really step in. But the moment you say, help, they're there like instantaneous. And if you guys do this often enough, you guys will notice physically changes. It usually tends to be warmth, pressure around the head or the chest area, not like, but like you'll feel their presence. It's wonderful. I love them. You doing this, Capricorn, your dreams are coming true. This is like the best thing. Yeah, it takes work. Yeah, it can feel heavy. Yeah, we're going to have bumps, but you know what to do. Keep going, keep chugging. Have that courage, guys. It's here. It's here. And you can finally enjoy this time in your life. Just keep it moving. Okay, Aquarius. Whoa. Sorry, that wasn't for you, Aquarius. Let's see. Thank you. One more, guys. Eight of Raphael, Two of Gabriel, King of Raphael. So Aquarius, this week for you is, it's much more emotionally based, and it doesn't, don't get scared by the word emotional. But they're saying, guys, it's safe for you to trust. It's safe for you. They're letting you know emotionally there is a better experience. So sometimes we are going after our dreams and we're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But we're operating from an old space. Does that make sense? So we could, I'm going to give an example because these are emotional cards and you have the Two of Gabriel. So this does have to do with other people. I'm going to use relationships as an example really quickly. So we might say, okay, I've been divorced but I'm going to find a good partner. I'm going to, you know, my kids are going to be happy. I'm going to get that home. And so you're going after all these things. You find a partner, you get married, but you're still working from a fearful space, a limited space. You're closed off still. You're not being vulnerable. Well, guess what? When we're like that, that creates a lot of problems, right? So the universe is like, look it's safe to trust that things can be different, that things are going to be better. When you have the Eight of Raphael, it's doing what you know is right, walking away from something, someone, a way of being, money even, especially the Eight of Raphael. It's very, all that glitters isn't gold card, you know? If you ever see this card, there's like a gold here and she's just walking away from it and going over the bridge. Some things that look great aren't actually that great. You know, things that, oh, I have to look this way and that means I'm happy. I have the house, the big car. Nah, it's an internal thing. The universe is saying, look, at the Two of Gabriel, you guys are making bold and ambitious choices to go after your dream and after your vision, and you're doing it with someone. Now, this can be a business partner. This can be a romantic partner. This can be your best friend. You guys are going through the same things together, and you guys are walking together and supporting each other. This could even be family, but whatever it is, because you're the King of Raphael, you have the ability to accomplish whatever you want emotionally. Whatever that dream is, whether it's a career or a relationship or a way of being, a new way of being, guys, there's something happier waiting for you. The past doesn't have to be, I mean, you have a choice, but it doesn't have to repeat itself. It's possible, but you are going to have to step into a space of knowing that and going after your vision and dreams and doing it in conjunction with someone who shares that with you to really, really hold close to relationships that support this new way of being. You don't want to be around naysayers right now, negative people, realistic. I don't like that word because you create reality. So, well, it's just being realistic. Well, who's reality? I don't get that saying. Anyways, be loving, be warm, be generous, trust yourself, follow your creative passions, follow your pursuits, follow your dreams, and make sure that you're with people and choosing people and surrounding yourself with people who really support that vision and are in alignment with that, Aquarius. You're stepping into a beautiful new emotional space by doing things that are emotionally aligned with where you truly see yourself. So you can't just go, you can go after it and you can try for it, but you yourself emotionally have to also be in this amazing new space. It's okay. Jump out a little bit. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Now, Pisces. You guys are so patient. I mean, we have timestamps, and thank you to all the people who do timestamps. Here we go. Whew. Let's see. Ooh, that one was there. Yay! Hey, it's kind of very similar to, I think it was Leo's. King of Ariel, Ace of Gabriel, Eight of Ariel, Pisces. I'm super excited for you this week. Guys, you are shaking and moving. And so whether it's career, whether it's schooling, you're studying a new area, whether you're going on that cool archaeological dig, that awesome new internship, whether you are applying for that promotion, creating your company, you're getting all this money and you're investing in this stuff to build, equity or whatever it is. Pisces, you guys are really doing things that are in alignment, not with your fears. Well, I should go to college because I'm not going to get a job. I should get this 8 to 5 because that's what everyone else is doing. No, Pisces, you guys are really bringing in this amazing work and creativity and stability because you're passionate about it. You have a vision, you have a dream, you have a goal. You guys are really biting off more than you can chew, Pisces. And I love that because people think, well, I don't want to do too much because I can't do it. No, trust me, when you bite off more than you can chew, you figure out a way. Right? You will figure out a way and then you get that much farther, Pisces. This could also be traveling. This can be an opportunity to do something that's outside your comfort zone, not just like literally, like maybe geographically for you guys, Pisces. So whether you're studying abroad, whether you're moving for your job, guys, this is really something and it's not even challenging, but it's something new. It's inspirational and it's wondrous. So it is new territory, but it's extremely exciting. Now, whatever you guys are doing, for instance, you guys are going to school, but maybe you're going to school because you really want to travel abroad and school provides that for you. I mean, I got a graduate degree. I mean, I went to college, four-year college, first with my family, but I did it because I wanted to travel abroad. I wasn't even thinking of but when I traveled abroad in undergrad, I went to Scotland and I fell in love. And guess what? I wanted to stay there. So what did I do? I applied for graduate school in Scotland and I lived in Scotland. So when you're doing things because you have a bigger vision, you have a bigger idea. So you might be working at this job, but it's funding your acting career. You're going to school, but it's going to allow you the opportunity to travel around the world or meet cool people or get into like a certain industry. You guys have a bigger vision, a bigger inspiration, and you're planning long term. You're planning ahead, Pisces, and it's going to work out super well. And when I say it's not just going to be financially successful, it's abundance. And abundance is many things. It's people, it's opportunities, it's time. Now, caveat, you must use your resources wisely, but whatever it is you're planning on doing, Pisces, the reason it's going to be so successful is because you're brushing up, you're getting that extra training, you're honing your skills, you're doing that research. So understand that this success and this excitement comes with that. So be smart with your monies, be smart with your time, invest wisely, and jump, Pisces. This is exciting. So I don't know, but anybody's traveling out there too, travel with me. I haven't gone anywhere this year, but I will by the end of this year. All right, guys, if you'd like a reading with me, the link is down below. I do tarot, I do soul readings. I still have my 7-day clearing and reclaiming. Thank you so much for all those amazing emails from people who really enjoyed it and it's really helped them. I also have my integrative coaching for anybody that's trying to look for next steps and trying to get themselves out of that rut so we can move you forward and figure out what those subconscious blocks are that just keep you in the same cycle. Guys, I'm excited for you. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next week.